So I've drawn 4 cards for each month of the year. We're starting off with January here, and I've drawn a Lenormand card, an energy card, a tarot card, and some angel advice cards. So the first card is the journal. So you're involved with a lot of information and studying, possibly, because you've got this understanding card coming up next, and this is about learning and freeing your mind by learning new concepts. So you're going to be involved in a lot of studying. Maybe you're starting some kind of new course or some kind of, but definitely focused a lot on learning, spending a lot of time by yourself and doing a lot of learning, and getting a lot of understanding and getting a lot of new insights. Maybe making a lot of acquaintances with people from where wherever you're taking that course, or whoever you're studying with. You're learning a lot of new ideas as well from them. And you've got the Temperance card over here. So meeting a lot of people, you can see, and they're bringing a new understanding and new balance into your life. So you're getting a lot of insights from all these new people that you're meeting around you. And the final card is the Queen of Gabriel over here. So this is, you can do anything right now. Go after what you want, the ability to attract helpful people. So you are meeting a lot of people and they're helping you get through things. You're coming across as that almost like a fire sign energy, where you're attracting people and they are very almost like moths to a flame. They're being attracted to you. So a lot of people coming into your arena, and you're getting making a lot of new acquaintances. But it's all to do with studying and learning and education during the month of January. So in February, we've got the Mountain, New Vision, the Knight of Teacups, and the Strength card. So the Mountain is about obstacles that you are trying to overcome and trying to face, and it's difficult. Maybe you're writing exams or some kind of obstacles that you have to work really hard to overcome. And then the New Vision, it seems like everything is at a standstill. This is usually the Hangman in the tarot deck. So, you're seeing things from a very different perspective now that you've gotten all this new education coming in, all this new ideas coming in. And, you're making a different assessment and assumption of things. So definitely having a lot of insight that is coming to you and seeing things from a very, very different point of view. A lot of illusions dissolving as well for you. So you've got the Knight of Teacups over here. So there's an offer that comes in for you. So this looks like a romantic gesture or romantic offer. Somebody might ask you out. Usually the Knight of Teacups is the Knight of Cups, really. It's the Knight of Cups. So somebody coming in with an offer. So there is some kind of social invitation that comes out for you. And this is a very nice person. They're very understanding, very emotional, and they flatter you. They've got a little bit of an artistic side to them. And you've got the Strength card, so you're managing to deal with all the problems that you're facing, and you're overcoming them quite well. So you are getting on top of any kind of problems that you are dealing with. And this is going on in February. So in March, you've got the Garden, Conditioning, the Death card, and you've got the Two of Gabriel. So the Garden is about large groups of people, so being in institutions or learning institutions, or going to seminars or big events that involve lots of people and lots of communication and lots of ideas going on in the Garden, and lots of new ideas. So there's something that you're going to attend, or you're involved in something, maybe where you're learning is a university kind of setting, where you're dealing with a lot of people. So you've got the Conditioning card over here. So you are focused a lot on this particular work that you're doing. So this is like the Devil card usually. You've got to let go of your old ideas and your old negativity, and a big change needs to come in for you. So this is almost like freeing your mind from past ideas and past concepts that you have, and you're really emerging. You're trying to change the way you're thinking, trying to change your conditioning rather. So some new ideas and new thoughts being presented to you that's, that could cause. You've got the Death card over here. So you're letting go of all those old ideas and old thoughts and old ways in which you saw things, and you're almost emerging, or it's almost like a rebirth that's happening with you with this Death card following this Devil card. So you're actually cutting out things that you, belief systems that you had before. So undergoing some kind of radical change. And you've got the Two of Gabriel over here. So making bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. So it looks like you've got a new social group that you are interacting with, and you're cutting out the old ways in which you thought, and you're bringing in new ideas and making new plans for the future as well. And that's going on in March. So in April, you've got the Fox, schizophrenia, the Lovers card, and you've got the Queen of Michael. So the Fox is about, dealing with people who are, could be cunning, people who are appearing to be what they are not, people who, lie to you, a little bit of deceit coming in over here with this Fox card. So just beware of people, following the wrong leader, that kind of thing. So people who are they seem very charming, and you think that whatever they've got to say is really, really the truth, but it might not well be that case. Then you've got the schizophrenia card over here as making a decision. So you are faced with some kind of difficult decision, some kind of difficult choice, and it's with schizophrenia you really don't know what to do. You are really in two minds about what to do. So you haven't made a decision yet, but you're not quite sure what to do. And there's another choice card over here with the Lovers card. So you are in some kind of situation where you have to make a choice, a decision. Now, this could be about a relationship because it is the Lovers card at the end of the day. This is a love spread, and it is the Lovers card. And so this is a choice between two people, two situations. Maybe which one you want to cut out, which person is not serving you, and which one you want to stick with, whose ideas you enjoy the most. So you are faced with a decision. And it's with the Queen of Michael, you know exactly what to do, the benefit of experience, a time for your career rather than relationships. So maybe this is also a choice about whether to go for continue with an old relationship that you've been involved in, or to move on and do something different, where you focus more on your learning, on your career advancement rather than the relationships. Now, the Queen of Michael is usually somebody who's self-reliant, insightful, humorous, but also somebody who tends to stay by themselves. And because it's Michael is the card is the swords, which rules the air signs. So you are taking control of that situation, and it seems like maybe you prefer to be alone rather than in a relationship. So maybe you're making a choice as to whether or not you want to abandon that relationship and just continue by yourself and experience things alone. So in May, you've got the Stars, Morality, the Four of Coins, and you've got the Page of Gabriel. So the Stars is about communications with many people. It's almost internet communications, social media communications, anything that involves sending lots of messages, across the ether. And that's the thing that's going on. That's the focus on all this information. Excuse me. And you've got the Morality card over here, which is the Queen of Swords again. So you are involved with a lot of information, a lot of communication, and also spending a lot of time by yourself as well. So it seems like maybe you have decided that you don't really want to be in a relationship. You want to continue by yourself, and that is where you can get most growth from, and it seems like that's the path that you have chosen. With the Four of Quills over here, it's being a bit stressed out. Maybe you're writing exams. You can see there's a lot of books, and this is the reason why you're spending so much of time by yourself, it's stressing you out. So you do need to take some time out. You could also have some sort of stress-related illness. You could have a little bit of a flu that comes on because of the stress that you're facing. So make sure you're taking some time out. Get enough rest. And the Page of Gabriel is also about communication. It's about education. So it looks like there might be, maybe you're having assessments or exams during this particular period. The Page of Gabriel is about education. It's follow your passion. You are ready for any challenge, opportunities for excitement and adventure. Now, it could be about travel, but it's generally about news. It's about study. So this is a card about study, and it looks like you're having some kind of stress related to that. You're having to spend a lot of time maybe concentrating on that particular aspect, learning. And this is, giving you a little bit of stress during that month. So this May month is a bit of a stressful situation for you. Now, in June, you've got the Grave, Silence, the Six of Candlesticks, and you've got the Ten of Gabriel. So the Grave card, it's about ending old situations, ending old things that don't serve you anymore, even breaking off friendships. moving away from things that are not emotionally satisfying. And it seems that might be the case. There's some endings that are coming on. Maybe you're parting company with certain people that are not serving you. You've got the silence card over here, which is the moon card. You're still a bit confused, maybe a bit depressed, feeling a bit lonely as well, and also doing a lot of introspection, maybe spending a lot of time by yourself. Now you've got the Six of Candlesticks here, and this is whatever you've been doing. Maybe if you've been writing exams or anything, it looks like there's a victory here. This is the Six of Wands, and you are victorious in it. And there's a lot of movement over here. There's a lot of energy. So it seems like you've been studying a lot, spending a lot of time on that, and there's some kind of victory. You could also be meeting somebody and doing maybe a short trip with them. If you have some kind of friend, it looks like you could be traveling together or taking a trip together. That could be the case. Then you've got the Ten of Gabriel, so it's the end of all those burdens and responsibilities, and all the hard work is now come to an end. It's ask your angels for helpful people to lighten your load, working too many hours and trying too hard to please everyone. So you might be concentrating a lot on your work, and it's taken its toll on you with all the responsibilities and burdens. And there seems like this cycle is now finished with the Ten of Gabriel. So whatever you've been working on here, which involves education in the first few months of the year, it now reaches its conclusion. It seems like you're very successful. There's a successful outcome to it, and that cycle of hard work is now over. Whatever you've put in has now paid off. But still, I don't see particularly a relationship in that. It seems like you've been concentrating on education and have decided, that's the time that you need to focus more on your work and your career rather than somebody. So in July, you've got the Rider who brings in good news. You've got suppression, you've got the Emperor, and you've got the Queen of Raphael. So, like I said, the Rider bringing in some really good news, something that makes you very, very happy. You've got the Suppression card, which is also the Ten of Rods, which is now the end of all kinds of burdensome situations. So all the problems now are sorted out, and, all that feeling of being restricted and, homed in, that now comes to an end. That cycle ends. You've got the Emperor, so you are now, in a position of, you are... on the top, really. The Emperor is the King of Kings in the tarot spread. So you have almost like graduated with flying colors, and you are on the top of your game. You can see this man is almost sitting for a graduation photograph. So, you are very successful at what you've done. Whatever you've done has got a positive outcome there. And then you've got the Queen of Raphael. Follow your heart, a love of home and family, and trustworthy psychic information. So this could be, after everything has been done, you're feeling a bit deflated over here, and a bit lonely as well. But you are beginning a new cycle, and, you need to get out of that feeling of feeling a depression or feeling very emotional. It's a very emotional period for you in July, it seems. So in August, you have got the Stork, Innocence, Judgment, and Peace. So the Stork is about home moves. So you might be finished with that situation that you were at, and you're going to be moving or relocating with the Stork. It usually talks about home movements or change of residence. Then the Innocence card is about the Sun card, so starting again, starting something brand new, maybe meeting people from your childhood, maybe reuniting with old friends as well, and also seeing things from a very, very different point of view now that you have changed quite a bit. And, you are appreciating things, the smaller things in life, you're appreciating it a bit more. And this is the Sun card, so it brings in a lot of success with this card. And you've got the Judgment card over here. Now you're deciding about which pathway you want to follow, and you're discussing with family and friends, and getting other people's opinions about what you want to do next, which road you want to go down. So the Judgment card is starting a new journey, going down a different path, and looking at all the experience you have gained and making that decision. It's an informed decision that you make to move forward. Then you've got the Peace card over here. So release the past. There's more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. So you're going to have to take some kind of leap of faith and, let go of all this that you've been through now. You are now coming into your own. It seems like you've worked very hard and you've been very successful, and now it's time to plan for the future. So August is a month about deciding what you want to do for your future, making future plans. So in September, it looks like the work begins for you. And, you've got the Anchor card over here. You've got transformation. You've got the Two of Cups or Teacups and the Knight of Gabriel. So the Anchor plan is a new job. So it looks like a new job's coming in. So you might have graduated. It looks like you may have graduated. And this is the Anchor. So you're starting some brand new job over here, where you are going to be using all this information that you have gathered. You've got transformation over here, so end of the past, beginning of something new. So you are now emerging as something different from when you first started this particular journey. So definitely a big change has come to you. You have definitely come into your own. Now, it looks like there's a relationship coming in as well. So this is coming in September, and it's the Two of Teacups. Somebody coming in over here, very emotionally supportive, somebody you're very attracted to, and something that's going to become long-term, possibly. Now, you've got the Knight of Gabriel over here, so time to take action, great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing what to do. With the Knight of Gabriel, it's like the Knight of Rods, and it is about change of home, change of job, or starting a new job. So this is definitely where all your energies are going into this new career that you're going to be starting. So you're starting this new career path, and you will meet somebody along the way during that month. It looks like there's somebody that is coming into you, and it's a very, very good relationship, a very soulmate connection relationship. Now in October, you've got the Sun card, Guilt, Eight of Coins, and you've got the Nine of Raphael. Now, the Sun card is about success, and it's about clarity, and it's about working hard, but getting the job done, and everything being very, very successful for you. So there's a really good energy that comes in, a lot of love, a lot of light, and a lot of happiness with the Sun card. Now, the Guilt card here is about, it's the Eight of Swords, so maybe feeling a little bit trapped, feeling a bit restricted. I know they've got it as guilt, but usually with the Eight of Swords, it's being not able to do something, feeling as though your hands are tied up. If it's the guilt card, then if you've done something that you feel as though you shouldn't have done, maybe those thoughts are haunting you a little bit. Maybe you've been a bit too hasty doing something, and you're regretting it a little bit. But with the Eight of Coins over here, so you're very, very busy. You're very, very busy multitasking at work. You're learning on the job. So this particular job that you've started, you're just starting it out, and you're doing many, many things and learning many, many things as well. So very, very busy during that month. And you've got the Nine of Raphael, so you've got a wish fulfillment card coming. So dreams are coming true. So whatever you want on an emotional basis is going to be there, and you seems like you've got support. So this person that you've met in September seems to be very supportive. He's coming across as being the dog, which is a very loyal, supportive person, and helping you make your dreams come true. And that's in October. So in November, you've got the Locket, a moment-to-moment, the Three of Teacups, and a decision. So the Locket is about love. So this relationship seems to be turning into a very, very much a love relationship, and a lot of happiness over here. And it seems like it's going to be long term. This Locket is something that carries memories for a long time. So it looks like this relationship is turning into something long term, and it's a very loving relationship as well. You're still juggling a lot of things. You're juggling work and your social life as well. So you are pretty busy. There might be a little bit of financial issues as well, but altogether very, very busy doing your work and trying to do your social life as well. So trying to get things, find the balance in your life. And it seems like you're just living moment to moment. So you're taking it one day at a time, really. Now, this is getting together with a lot of friends. So there's some kind of event that you're going to go to, some kind of celebration that you will go through, and maybe meet old friends. But it's a very joyous occasion. You can see these people are singing in it. And there's the decision card over here. Release yourself from that which holds you back. I need to detox unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. So there's some kind of decision that you are facing over here. It's about letting go of that past, moving out of the cage, the trap in your mind, and going forward. You can see these birds flying off. So going forward with confidence. So you need to implement all that you've learned, all the experience that you had, and think, in a different way. You've got to stop worrying about things going wrong. So stop thinking about the worst case scenario, and know that things will work out So, you've just got to take that leap of faith. But it seems like maybe this relationship is going to be turning into something that's long-term and very loving as well. So the final month, December, you've got the bouquet, you've got exhaustion, you've got the strength card, and you've got the sun card. So the bouquet is that gift of love, and it is something that is wonderful. So this could be a proposal. This could well be, being asked an engagement where you get asked to get married. So this could well be a card where, because it's the bouquet, it's a gift. It's usually, the bouquet that they throw during the marriage. So this could be a proposal coming in for you. So maybe this relationship ends up becoming something that's a committed relationship. Now you're very tired. You've got the 9 of Rods over here. So very tired from everything that happened. And it looks like you do need a little bit of a break in December. And you've got the strength card over here. So sorting problems out, trying to get your piece said and taking charge of the situation. So you've got something to say and you want people to listen to it. So even if your partner is giving you a little bit of grief, not listening to you, you're now standing up and saying exactly what you want. So you are standing up for yourself. With this exhaustion card, the 9 of Rods is about standing up and defending yourself and making sure that your message gets put across. So you're coming across as quite strong over here by December, and you're making, whatever you want, you're making that known. So you're taking charge again. The Sun card is about, life is wonderful, thrive to the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. So there's a lot of love and happiness coming in over here, and it looks like, this might well be an engagement and, a lot of success and happiness coming in over here. And a really wonderful way to end the year with the Sun card. Where everything you do, whatever hard work and whatever investment you have made in a situation has now paid off, and time for celebration. And a time for relationships that will really prosper. So it looks like a really good spread. The first half of the year, it seems like you are very focused on studying and, maybe education, maybe examinations, and you are going to be very successful. And it looks like, you move into a new job towards the latter part of the year and then meet somebody, and that relationship turns out to be something that's going to be very committed and might well end up in a marriage or a proposal by the end of the year.